a spawn that I have hunted for years, and is still underrated as a team hunt despite multiple nerfs and buffs. This is the Hell Hub. The spawn, also more commonly referred to as the Ferumbras Entrance or Ascension, is part of a questline of that name, but for this hunt in particular, you only need 30 demonic essences. Give them to my series in the Rasha by saying hi, sure, yes, demonic essence, yes, and then you will be able to enter the teleport that takes you there. The minimum level to enter the area is of 150, and for this team hunt, I would recommend over level 300. This for the most part was hunted in the past by solo paladins hunting one by one at the entrance, which is how I covered it a few years back, but since then, it has gotten multiple nerfs to the creatures in here. Nowadays it's mostly used by level 1Ks that are able to solo hunt efficiently, and in new servers some paladins still hunt one by one. The main reason for both of these hunts is profit. That's what the spawn is good for. And in this video in particular covering the team hunt, it shines the most during a new server, since the price of Rift Balls, Crossbows, and even Magic Play Armors are all higher than NPC price. And on top of that, the creature products of the best Clotalos and Grimlinch Wings are quite expensive in a new server. In regular servers, none of these matter, but the money can still be good if you got the levels to hunt here. Now, to prepare for the hunt, defensively, the EK's damage taken is mainly physical, followed by fire and life drain. It's recommended to have fire protection imbuements as the spawn is dangerous at this level. Additionally, for the shooters, most of the damage will come from their AoE attacks, which are either fire or energy, mainly fire because of the big AoE from the demon's attacks, but they are not at a big risk like the EK, especially because 3 of these creatures don't walk over energy, so standing on energy bombs can be very safe. Offensively, the rune to go with is Avalanche, and ideally the EK should have a nice weapon as well, but if you don't have one because of a new server, then energy or physical will be the next 2 options. In terms of wheels, for EK I will go with Gift of Life and HP. RP should bring the Grenade, as they are weak to Holy. MS should come with the Beam perk to do more damage and lower energy wave cooldown, or energy wave buff works too. For druids, you might want to start off with a wheel upgrading Exorecio and Grand Seal, as that likely will be more helpful, but with some more levels maybe consider getting Twin Boards for the Ice spell. And to start off, I must give a disclaimer. The recordings used were before the most recent changes from the Balancing Project 2024, and this is meaningful because it added a new star connecting the entrance with -2, resulting in a proper lab to follow. For us, that wasn't available, and instead we had to cut down the lab short and include backtrack, which means we were dealing with overkill and respawning creatures on top of us. This should not be a problem for teams now, and you will be able to follow the path all the way through and coming back through the new stairs, making higher experience and profit because it should be much better. Regardless, the recordings still showed that the hunt is possible, even at lower levels than recommended. We started doing this hunt at level 250, but I don't recommend that. Stick to level 300 and above, and the hunt will be more manageable. As for the lab to follow, or rather the way to hunt the spawn, is for the EK to be leading the way, and counting the amount of creatures before stopping. These are the general areas where you do the pulls, but unlike the other spawns, you don't get to stand on the same spot for every pull. This is due to some creatures respawning slower than others, or just walking around. Even during some of my solo hunts, this is an issue that can be avoided. Additionally, the things to watch out for as the EK especially are Hellflyers. These are the pools where you get 2 of them, and that's particularly dangerous. In these pools, you must try to position in a way that both can hit their beam on you, and ideally none of them. For the mages, Druid doesn't do much damage with their wave, and if anything, getting close to hit the spells results in taking more damage. So, although it's boring, the most efficient way to attack is with avalanches from afar, and coming in for Mass Frigor or Ice Wave to finish creatures off. Sorcerer does decent damage with energy spells, so they should try to use them as much as possible, but while trying to stay off the AoE range and watching out for the beam position from the Hellflyers and Grimlich. Keep in mind that using the spells from the north or south of the box is the safest angle because of the beams, but with the AoE from demons being so massive, you still get hit by that. RP should definitely be coming in close to hit Mass Sand as they are weak to Holy, and more importantly, you need to be ready to tank any creature that tries to go for the mages. In some cases, I will hold them away from the mages if it can be brought to the EK instantly, or optionally bring them closer to the box and then energy bomb to hopefully make them go on the EK. Depending on the creature and the situation, you will have to react differently, because you do not have the HP to be near the EK's box for too long. Hunting like this with a team average 250 and no charms or soul cores, we were sitting at around the 3kk raw, but I estimate a team of low 300s with better characters and the change of lab should be doing 3.6 to 4.3kk raw, perhaps a bit more. As for the profit, it should still be around the 200 to 400k the hour for each person, on top of a split of the creature products. And speaking of that, it's recommended to have at least one person with a blessed wooden stake to skin off the demons for dust. This might not be as valuable on regular servers, but it's still a bit extra, and even more during a new server, where once again, the main profit of the hunt comes from Rift Balls. Additionally, another big incentive to hunt here in general is for those that have gotten 100 task points for the killing in the name of quest, because then you can pick the task for killing 6000 demons for the Demon O quest. This is one of the best places that is worth doing that, but it's also not common for low 300s to be at that point. However, keep that in mind in case your team is a slightly higher level, then you might want to come for Bestiary and perhaps progress on the Demon task. And that's all I got for this video. If you want more options for team hunting, check out this playlist. And if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.